Philosophy, derived from the Greek term meaning love of wisdom, is the systematic and critical study of fundamental questions concerning existence, knowledge, values, reason, mind, and language. It seeks to illuminate fundamental aspects of the world, our relation to and knowledge of it, and our own nature as rational, purposive, and social beings. In this documentary, we delve into the lives and ideas of 7 monumental philosophers: Socrates, Confucius, Nietzsche, Plato, Aristotle, Kant, and Descartes. Each of these thinkers has profoundly influenced the course of human thought, shaping disciplines such as ethics, politics, science, and education. Their enduring legacies continue to resonate in contemporary society, guiding our understanding of the world and our place within it. Let's begin our journey with number 1 on our list, Socrates. Socrates, the classical Greek philosopher, stands as a monumental figure in the annals of Western thought. Born in Athens around 470 BCE, his life and teachings have profoundly influenced the course of philosophy, particularly in the realms of ethics and epistemology. Central to Socratic philosophy is the pursuit of knowledge through rigorous questioning and self-examination, a practice that has come to be known as the Socratic method. At the heart of Socrates' approach to philosophy was his distinctive method of inquiry. Rather than delivering lectures or asserting doctrines, Socrates engaged his interlocutors in dialogues, posing probing questions designed to challenge assumptions and stimulate critical thinking. This dialectical technique, now termed the Socratic method, involves a cooperative, argumentative dialogue where participants ask and answer questions to stimulate critical thinking and illuminate ideas. Through this process, Socrates sought to expose contradictions in his interlocutors' beliefs, guiding them toward a clearer understanding of complex concepts. This method not only encouraged deep reflection, but also underscored the importance of acknowledging one's own ignorance as a starting point for genuine knowledge. Socrates believed that questioning was essential to the pursuit of truth. He famously asserted that the unexamined life is not worth living, emphasizing the necessity of introspection and inquiry. By persistently questioning established norms and beliefs, Socrates challenged individuals to think independently and critically. His relentless questioning often revealed the superficiality of commonly held opinions, compelling his fellow Athenians to reconsider their views on morality, justice, and the good life. This emphasis on questioning laid the groundwork for the development of critical thinking skills, which remain fundamental to philosophical inquiry and education today. Integral to Socratic philosophy is the concept of self-examination. Socrates urged individuals to engage in continuous self-reflection to achieve self-knowledge and personal growth. He maintained that understanding oneself was crucial for leading a virtuous and fulfilling life. Through self-examination, individuals could identify their own biases, recognize their limitations, and strive toward moral excellence. This introspective practice not only fostered personal development, but also contributed to the cultivation of a just and harmonious society. Socrates' commitment to ethical inquiry and his method of dialectical questioning have had a lasting impact on Western philosophy. His exploration of moral concepts such as justice, virtue, and piety laid the foundation for subsequent ethical theories. By prioritizing the examination of ethical principles over the pursuit of empirical knowledge, Socrates shifted the focus of philosophy toward the study of human conduct and the nature of the good life. His approach inspired his student Plato and, through him, Aristotle, thereby shaping the trajectory of Western philosophical thought. The Socratic method has become a cornerstone of educational practices, particularly in the development of critical thinking and analytical skills. By encouraging students to engage in dialogue, question assumptions, and think deeply about complex issues, educators aim to cultivate independent thinkers capable of reasoned judgment. Socrates' legacy endures in the emphasis on dialogue-based learning and the continuous pursuit of wisdom. His life serves as a testament to the transformative power of questioning and the enduring value of self-examination in the quest for knowledge and ethical living. In conclusion, Socrates' dedication to the pursuit of knowledge through questioning and self-examination has left an indelible mark on philosophy and education. His methods and ideas continue to inspire individuals to seek truth, challenge assumptions, and strive for a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. Next up at number 2 we have Confucius. Confucius, known as Confucius, was born in 551 BCE in the state of Lu, present-day Shandong Province, China. As a philosopher, teacher, and political theorist, his teachings have profoundly influenced East Asian cultures, shaping governance, family values, and ethical conduct. Central to Confucian thought is the cultivation of virtue, emphasizing moral excellence and righteousness. Confucius believed that personal virtue was the foundation of a harmonious society. He introduced the concept of Ren, often translated as humanness or benevolence, which signifies the ideal relationship between individuals, characterized by empathy and kindness. Another cornerstone of his philosophy is Xiao, or filial piety, which underscores the importance of respect and devotion to one's parents and ancestors. This principle extends to a broader respect for elders and authority figures, fostering a sense of duty and loyalty within the family and society. Confucius also placed great importance on Li, which encompasses rituals, propriety, and adherence to societal norms. He believed that observing proper conduct in ceremonies and daily interactions was essential for maintaining social harmony and order. Confucianism has profoundly impacted East Asian cultures, particularly in China, Korea, Japan, and Vietnam. In governance, Confucian ideals have shaped political systems, emphasizing meritocracy and the moral integrity of leaders. The civil service examinations in Imperial China, for instance, were rooted in Confucian texts, ensuring that government officials were well versed in his teachings. In family life, Confucian principles have reinforced hierarchical structures, with clear roles and responsibilities for each member. The emphasis on filial piety has fostered strong family bonds and a collective sense of duty, which remain integral to East Asian societies today. Ethically, Confucianism promotes virtues such as honesty, integrity, and respect for others. These values have permeated social interactions, education, and community life, contributing to a cohesive and orderly society. Confucian principles continue to be central to societal values and interpersonal relationships in modern Asia. In contemporary China, there has been a resurgence of interest in Confucianism, with efforts to integrate its teachings into education and public life. Similarly, in South Korea and Japan, Confucian values influence corporate culture, educational systems, and social etiquette. The enduring relevance of Confucianism lies in its focus on moral development, social responsibility, and the pursuit of harmony. As societies navigate the complexities of modern life, Confucian teachings offer timeless guidance on cultivating virtue and fostering harmonious relationships. In summary, Confucius' emphasis on virtue, filial piety, respect for tradition, and social harmony has left an indelible mark on East Asian cultures. His teachings continue to shape governance, family dynamics, and ethical conduct, underscoring the enduring significance of Confucianism in the modern world. Moving on to the next in our lineup, at number 3 we have Plato. Plato, born in Athens around 428 BCE, stands as a towering figure in Western philosophy. A student of Socrates and teacher to Aristotle, his works have profoundly influenced metaphysics, epistemology, ethics, and political theory. Central to his philosophy is the theory of forms, a concept that explores the nature of reality and knowledge. Plato posited that beyond the physical world lies a realm of perfect, immutable entities he termed forms or ideas. These forms are the true essences of all things, existing independently of the objects we perceive through our senses. For instance, while we encounter various imperfect circles in the physical world, they all partake in the form of the circle, which embodies perfect circularity. This distinction between the changing sensory world and the unchanging world of forms underscores Plato's belief that true knowledge is attainable only through intellectual reasoning, not sensory experience. In his allegory of the cave presented in the Republic, Plato illustrates his metaphysical views. He describes prisoners chained inside a cave, perceiving only shadows cast on the wall, mistaking them for reality. This allegory symbolizes the human condition. Most people are confined to the realm of appearances, unaware of the higher reality of forms. The philosopher, through reason and intellectual pursuit, escapes the cave and apprehends the true nature of reality. In the Republic, Plato explores the nature of justice both in the individual and the state. He envisions an ideal society structured into three classes: rulers, philosopher-kings; auxiliaries, warriors; and producers, farmers, artisans, etc. Justice, according to Plato, arises when each class performs its appropriate role in harmony with the others. This tripartite structure mirrors the human soul, which Plato divides into reason, spirit, and appetite. A just individual, like a just society, maintains balance among these parts, with reason guiding the spirit and appetite. Plato's establishment of the Academy in Athens laid the groundwork for Western educational institutions. His emphasis on dialectical reasoning and the pursuit of truth through dialogue has shaped pedagogical methods for centuries. Philosophers such as Plotinus, Augustine, and Aquinas drew upon Platonic thought, integrating it into Christian theology and medieval scholasticism. The Renaissance witnessed a revival of Platonic ideas, influencing art, science, and literature. In modern times, Platonic concepts continue to inform discussions in metaphysics, ethics, and political philosophy. Plato's exploration of the nature of reality and his vision of an ideal society have left an indelible mark on philosophical inquiry. His theory of forms has sparked extensive debate, influencing subsequent metaphysical theories about universals and particulars. In political theory, his model of a just society, governed by philosopher-kings, has inspired discussions on the role of wisdom and virtue in leadership. While some aspects of his political thought have been critiqued, his emphasis on the alignment of personal and societal justice remains a cornerstone in ethical and political discourse. In summary, Plato's philosophical contributions, particularly his theory of forms and his conceptualization of justice, have profoundly influenced the trajectory of Western thought. His work continues to inspire and challenge scholars, inviting ongoing exploration into the fundamental questions of reality, knowledge, and the ideal society. As we proceed to number 4 on our list, let's uncover the story of Aristotle. Aristotle, born in 384 BCE in Stagira, Greece, stands as a monumental figure in the annals of philosophy and science. A student of Plato and tutor to Alexander the Great, his extensive works have profoundly influenced various fields, including ethics, logic, metaphysics, and the natural sciences. Central to Aristotle's philosophy is the emphasis on empirical observation and systematic reasoning, laying the groundwork for the scientific method. In his seminal work, The Nicomachean Ethics, Aristotle explores the nature of human happiness and virtue. He posits that the highest good, or eudaimonia, is achieved through the cultivation of virtuous character traits, which he defines as the mean between extremes. For instance, courage is the mean between recklessness and cowardice. This doctrine of the golden mean underscores the importance of moderation and balance in ethical conduct. Aristotle's virtue ethics emphasizes the development of moral character over the adherence to a set of rules, influencing subsequent ethical theories and practices. Aristotle is often regarded as the father of formal logic. In his collection of works known as the Organon, he systematically analyzes the principles of valid reasoning. He introduces the concept of the syllogism, a form of deductive reasoning consisting of a major premise, a minor premise, and a conclusion. For example, all humans are mortal. Socrates is human, therefore Socrates is mortal. This framework provided a foundation for logical analysis that remained unchallenged until the development of modern logic in the 19th century. In his treatise Metaphysics, Aristotle investigates the nature of being and reality. He introduces the concept of substance, ousia, as the fundamental reality underlying all things. Aristotle distinguishes between potentiality and actuality, exploring how entities transition from possibility to reality. His exploration of causality identifies four causes: material, formal, efficient, and final, offering a comprehensive framework for understanding change and existence. These metaphysical inquiries have profoundly influenced subsequent philosophical thought and discourse. Aristotle's approach to understanding the natural world was grounded in empirical observation. He conducted extensive studies in biology, meticulously observing and classifying various organisms. His work, History of Animals, documents detailed observations of animal anatomy and behavior, laying the groundwork for the field of zoology. Aristotle's emphasis on direct observation and systematic classification marked a departure from purely speculative philosophy, establishing a methodology that would become central to scientific inquiry. Aristotle's integration of empirical observation with logical reasoning laid the foundation for the scientific method. His works served as authoritative texts in various disciplines for centuries. In the Middle Ages, his writings were integrated into Islamic and Christian scholastic traditions, profoundly influencing medieval scholarship. The Renaissance witnessed a revival of Aristotelian thought, further shaping the development of modern science and philosophy. Aristotle's systematic approach to studying the natural world has left an indelible mark on the history of science. His methodologies of observation, classification, and logical analysis have become fundamental components of scientific investigation. While some of his specific theories have been superseded, the underlying principles of his approach continue to inform contemporary scientific practices. Aristotle's contributions to ethics, logic, metaphysics, and natural science have established him as a central figure in the intellectual heritage of Western civilization. In summary, Aristotle's dedication to empirical observation and logical reasoning has profoundly shaped the trajectory of scientific and philosophical thought. His comprehensive examinations of ethics, logic, metaphysics, and the natural world continue to inspire and inform scholars, underscoring the enduring relevance of his work in the pursuit of knowledge and understanding. Now let's shift our focus to number 5 on our list, Nietzsche. Friedrich Nietzsche, born in 1844 in Röcken, Prussia, stands as a pivotal figure in modern philosophy, renowned for his profound critiques of traditional morality and his exploration of human potential. His concepts of the Übermensch and the will to power challenge conventional norms, urging individuals to transcend societal constraints and embrace their unique strengths. Central to Nietzsche's philosophy is the idea of the Übermensch, or overman. Introduced in his work Thus Spoke Zarathustra, the Übermensch represents an individual who has transcended the limitations of conventional morality to create and live by their own values. Nietzsche envisioned the Übermensch as a being who embraces life fully, affirming existence with all its challenges and uncertainties. This concept serves as a counter to the nihilism Nietzsche perceived in society, offering a vision of human potential that rises above despair and meaninglessness. Another cornerstone of Nietzsche's thought is the will to power. He posited that this fundamental drive underlies all human actions, manifesting as a desire to assert and enhance one's influence and capabilities. Unlike the mere will to survive, the will to power encompasses a broader striving for growth, creativity, and self-overcoming. Nietzsche saw this drive as essential to human flourishing, encouraging individuals to harness their inner strength to shape their destinies. Nietzsche was a fervent critic of traditional moral values, particularly those rooted in Christianity. He argued that such moral systems often suppress individuality and promote mediocrity by labeling natural human instincts as sinful or evil. In works like On the Genealogy of Morals, Nietzsche traced the origins of moral concepts, revealing how they serve to control and diminish human vitality. He called for a revaluation of all values, urging a reassessment of moral principles to foster personal growth and authenticity. Nietzsche's emphasis on individual freedom and self-creation significantly influenced the existentialist movement. Philosophers such as Jean-Paul Sartre and Albert Camus drew upon his ideas to explore themes of absurdity, freedom, and the construction of meaning in a seemingly indifferent universe. Nietzsche's challenge to objective truths and his focus on personal responsibility resonate deeply within existentialist thought, highlighting the individual's role in defining their essence and purpose. Beyond philosophy, Nietzsche's ideas have permeated literature, psychology, and cultural criticism. Writers like Thomas Mann and Hermann Hesse incorporated Nietzschean themes into their narratives, examining the complexities of human nature and the quest for authenticity. In psychology, Carl Jung acknowledged Nietzsche's insights into the human psyche, particularly regarding the integration of the shadow self and the pursuit of individuation. Nietzsche's exploration of power dynamics and moral relativism continues to inform contemporary philosophical debates, challenging thinkers to reconsider foundational assumptions about ethics and human behavior. In summary, Friedrich Nietzsche's call to embrace individuality and overcome societal limitations remains a powerful and provocative force in modern thought. His concepts of the Übermensch and the will to power invite individuals to transcend conventional norms and pursue a life of authenticity and self-determination. Nietzsche's enduring influence across various disciplines underscores the transformative potential of his. Moving on to number 6 on our list, we are going to dive into the mind of Immanuel Kant. Immanuel Kant, born in 1724 in Königsberg, Prussia, stands as a central figure in modern philosophy, renowned for his profound contributions to ethics, epistemology, and metaphysics. His exploration of human autonomy and moral law has left an indelible mark on contemporary thought. At the heart of Kant's ethical philosophy lies the concept of the categorical imperative, a universal moral law that applies to all rational beings. Unlike hypothetical imperatives, which are conditional and depend on personal desires, the categorical imperative commands unconditionally. Kant formulated it in several ways, notably, act only according to that maxim whereby you can, at the same time, will that it should become a universal law. This principle requires individuals to evaluate their actions based on whether the underlying maxim could be universally applied without contradiction. It emphasizes the necessity of treating humanity, whether in oneself or others, always as an end and never merely as a means. In his seminal work, The Critique of Pure Reason, Kant delves into the nature and limits of human knowledge. He posits that while our understanding begins with experience, not all knowledge arises from it. Kant introduces the concept of a priori knowledge, knowledge that is independent of experience, and argues that the human mind actively shapes experiences through innate categories and concepts. This synthesis of rationalism and empiricism suggests that while we can know phenomena, things as they appear to us, the noumena, things in themselves, remain beyond our cognitive grasp. Central to Kant's moral philosophy is the notion of autonomy, the capacity of rational agents to legislate moral law for themselves. He contends that true moral action arises not from external influences or inclinations, but from adherence to duty determined by reason. This self-governance underscores the inherent dignity of individuals as they are authors of the moral law they follow. Kant's emphasis on autonomy has profoundly influenced contemporary discussions on human rights and personal freedom. Kant's ethical framework, grounded in the categorical imperative, has become a cornerstone of deontological ethics, which focuses on the inherent morality of actions rather than their consequences. His insistence on universalizability and respect for persons as ends in themselves has shaped modern moral philosophy and discussions on justice and rights. In epistemology, Kant's critical philosophy has influenced subsequent thinkers, leading to developments in German idealism and shaping debates on the nature of reality and perception. Kant's exploration of autonomy and human dignity has laid the groundwork for contemporary human rights discourse. His assertion that individuals possess intrinsic worth and should be treated with respect resonates in modern legal and ethical frameworks. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights reflects Kantian principles, emphasizing the inherent dignity and equal rights of all members of the human family. Kant's influence extends beyond philosophy into law, politics, and education, underscoring the enduring relevance of his ideas in shaping a just and moral society. In summary, Immanuel Kant's profound insights into ethics, human knowledge, and autonomy continue to resonate in contemporary discourse. His dedication to reason, moral duty, and the inherent dignity of individuals offers a timeless framework for navigating the complexities of human existence and societal organization. As we advance to the last entry on our list, at number 7 we will look at René Descartes. René Descartes, born on March 31, 1596 in La Haye en Touraine, France, is often hailed as the father of modern rationalism. His profound contributions to philosophy and science have indelibly shaped the course of Western thought. Central to Descartes' philosophy is the emphasis on reason as the primary source of knowledge, encapsulated in his famous dictum, cogito, ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. Descartes championed rationalism, asserting that reason is the chief path to knowledge, in contrast to empiricism, which emphasizes sensory experience. He introduced methodic doubt as a systematic process of being skeptical about the truth of one's beliefs. By doubting all that could be doubted, Descartes sought to establish a foundation of certainty upon which knowledge could be built. This approach led him to the realization that while he could doubt the existence of the physical world, he could not doubt the existence of his own mind as a thinking entity. This insight is crystallized in his assertion, cogito, ergo sum. This foundational statement serves as the bedrock of Descartes' philosophy. It signifies that the very act of doubting one's existence serves as proof of the reality of one's mind. For there to be doubt, there must be a thinking entity. This self-evident truth provided Descartes with a certain and indubitable point of departure for his philosophical system. Descartes posited a clear distinction between the mind and the body, a concept known as Cartesian dualism. He argued that the mind, characterized by thought, is a non-material substance, while the body, characterized by extension, is a material substance. This dualistic perspective raised significant questions about the interaction between the immaterial mind and the material body, a problem that has engaged philosophers for centuries. Descartes' insistence on reason and critical inquiry laid the groundwork for the scientific revolution. He advocated for a mathematical approach to understanding the natural world, emphasizing deduction and analytical reasoning. His work, Discourse on the Method, outlines a systematic approach to scientific investigation, promoting skepticism of accepted truths and the application of reason to uncover knowledge. Descartes' philosophical inquiries have profoundly influenced subsequent thinkers and movements. His emphasis on doubt and reason paved the way for the Enlightenment and the development of modern philosophy. In science, his analytical geometry bridged algebra and geometry, providing tools that are fundamental to modern mathematics and physics. In summary, René Descartes' dedication to reason, his exploration of the nature of existence, and his distinction between mind and body have left an enduring legacy. His work continues to inspire and challenge, underscoring the importance of critical inquiry and rational thought in the pursuit of knowledge. As we close our exploration, let's reflect on what we've uncovered. Throughout history, the profound insights of philosophers like Socrates, Confucius, Plato, Aristotle, Immanuel Kant, Friedrich Nietzsche, and René Descartes have indelibly shaped our understanding of the world. Socrates' relentless pursuit of knowledge through questioning laid the groundwork for critical thinking and ethical inquiry. Confucius emphasized harmony and social order, influencing governance and interpersonal relationships across East Asia. Plato's exploration of ideal forms and justice provided a foundation for metaphysics and political theory. Aristotle's empirical approach and logical reasoning advanced the natural sciences and philosophical thought. Kant's focus on human autonomy and universal morality redefined ethical frameworks. Nietzsche's challenge to conventional norms inspired existentialism and discussions on individuality. Descartes' rationalism and the famous dictum cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am, revolutionized modern philosophy and scientific methods. These thinkers have profoundly influenced diverse fields such as science, politics, and ethics. Their ideas continue to guide us as we navigate complex moral and existential questions in today's world. By engaging with their philosophies, we gain valuable perspectives that can shape our understanding of life and inform our decisions. As we reflect on the enduring influence of these great philosophers, we invite you to share your thoughts on their ideas and how they resonate with you. Which philosopher's insights do you find most relevant today? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this exploration of history's greatest thinkers, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of philosophy and history. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more content that connects past wisdom with today's world.